I do like to be beside the seaside.
I do like to be beside the sea.
Don't know the rest of the words.
I do like to stroll along the rum. I didn't actually. I mean, with the welcome everyone to Down with Boring. It's a Great Escape special. We went down to Brighton.
Yes,
and
we did.
What's interesting about the Great Escape is it takes place in Brighton, a famously compact city, and takes place in venues several miles from each other.
Yes.
So I did a lot of strolling along the prom, back and forth to see gigs.
A lot.
But music's the winner.
Music is the winner. Just for context, it's Sunday right now.
It is Sunday. It is the day before this goes out. We have crawled back to our little holes after 3 days of music. And I'm hungover from all the music.
And I've got no voice.
From all the music.
From all the music.
But
the industry has rolled up.
Didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did. It's been a great one. Great Escape back after 3 years. It's been a while, hasn't it? So it's nice to be back down in Brighton. Loads of favourites. Loads of new kind of sets that we maybe haven't seen before. There's a shitload of people. There's a lot of acts down there.
Some of them are bad.
Into them. But we're not going to talk about them.
Oh.
Some of them are bad. Great. Welcome to the positive.
There's like 600 playing. You tell him I've got to like every single one of them. I'd be exhausted.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Because you obviously saw all 600, didn't you, Jake, as well?
It was exhausting.
He loved music. He had to get down there.
Some said it was physically impossible. And to them I said, not if you lie. But we have a packed show coming up. We hassled some bands. We did some wheeling and dealing.
We had some fun times. We were roaming about. We were going to see a variety of stuff. We were bopping into people. We were going to the beach. We were going to bars. We were knocking about here, there, and everywhere. We saw a bunch of favourites. So we're going to, a nice little batch.
So we've got Spill Tab coming up, which I couldn't do because I wasn't in Brighton.
Yeah, I know. This guy loves Great Escape. So he just didn't turn up, did he?
And some eagle-eared listeners may notice I'm not at another one of the interviews either, and that is because it took place at 11 a.m. and I was still asleep because I forgot to set an alarm.
He was.
I was asleep.
That was Stella Donnelly. So we've got some amazing people. Obviously,
Don't ruin it. I thought they could work it out for themselves.
Well, they wouldn't hit your voice.
Well, exactly. They'd probably turn off because it'd be so boring without me. No fault of Stella's. Obviously, you're just a terrible host.
I am. Yes. Spill Tab, Stella Donnelly, Vlure, who headlined our stage on the Thursday night at Horatio's. You can read the full, lowdown on what happened on the Door website.
I stood at the end of the pier all night and I wrote it up for you guys, so you didn't have to go. But it was full, so you couldn't have gone anyway.
You couldn't have gone anyway. Long story short, was good.
Very.
But we're going to talk to Vlure, of course, just ahead of that set. We've got Sinead O'Brien, who, of course, was brilliant down at Coalition for the Chess Club's showcase, and returning favourite Thomas Headon.
The one and only.
The one and only. We sat on the beach. We nearly started commenting on everyone that was walking by.
Well, you did.
But instead, we got sunburnt.
Yeah, pretty much.
I did. I don't think Thomas did.
I didn't, because I put sun cream on.
Very smart.
But we saw loads of people that we didn't have a chance to speak to as well, including, of course, friend of the magazine, patron of the show, the third member of the podcast, Alfie Templeman.
Yes.
Who, coincidentally, is on the cover of this month's magazine. Isn't that right?
Out now. Go and pick it up.
Now, Jamie.
Yes.
Anything you want to share from that interview?
Anything I want to share?
Little tidbits?
Do you know what? You have to pick up the magazine. This is free, this show. So go get the magazine. I'm not going to tell you anything. It's a really good interview, though. He says stuff in it that no one else would have heard before. So go and have a read. It's all about Mellow Moon. Great album, of course, which is out a couple of weeks. So make sure you pick up that as well. But I'm not going to tell you anything. Go pick up the magazine. We need the money.
We do.
We really need the money.
We do.
But Alfie, of course, had a great time, had a great set. We saw a bunch of really good stuff outside of it. Obviously, you can read the full review online over at Dork as well. But I don't know, we obviously saw some like favourites of ours, friends of the show.
Yeah, my highlight of the weekend was a CMAT set. I think
Incredible. CMAT was unbelievable.
And I believe you might have another favourite who we could play a song by ahead of the rest of the show.
Yeah, we can. Went down to the beach on kind of like Thursday. Saw some good stuff down there. But one big old act that everyone wanted to go and see was Moona, who were ridiculously good. Like
When
really, really
the Moona
ridiculously
hits
good.
Your eye. Like a big
a
pizza pie. That's them, right?
Yes, that was the last song they did.
Yes.
Oh shit, no, it wasn't. But it was, it was a wonderful set. Moona was brilliant. There were loads that was great. But let's get into it. So what we'll do after this is we'll go straight into Spill Tab on the Thursday, which was the first person, of course, that I chatted to. And yeah, enjoy our adventures at the Great Escape. As you can hear, it went very well. So let's have a listen to a highlight of the Great Escape. This is Moona with a silk chiffon. I made
that was horrible. Enjoy the song. It's better than Jamie's rendition.
Life's so fun, life's so fun. Don't need to worry about no one. She said I got her if I want. She's so soft like silk chiffon.
We're here. It's the Great Escape. It's day one.
Day one.
Day one. It's a big one. Everyone's excited.
It's
the
a big
sun's
day
out.
one. It is.
The sun is out. The sun is shining. It's burning me already.
Yep. It's a solid 76 degrees here. What are we saying?
Yeah, I reckon that's about it.
Yeah.
It's hurting.
Okay.
But that's the way you want to start. We also want to start it with Spill Tab.
We do.
Spill Tab, how are we doing?
So good.
How are we?
We're doing good.
We're doing
How
good.
are you?
Doing wonderful.
That's what I want to hear.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
You've just got here.
I just got here, yes.
What's your first impressions of Brighton?
It's the Venice Beach of Great Britain.
You've done that straight away. You're like, that is exactly what it is.
It is the Venice Beach of Great Britain.
You've called it. Looking for some similar sort of Venice Beach attractions, I guess.
Well, the waterfront has all those little vendors and that's very similar to Venice.
Yeah.
I heard there's a beautiful gay community here.
Yes.
Also like Venice.
Yes.
Weather's great. Also like Venice.
How do you think it might differ from Venice? What are you looking for? Would it be better than Venice in some places?
I think probably the fights here are more gnarly.
I can attest.
And I get that vibe.
Yeah. I came in yesterday. I walked past 3 fights on the way down. Just on the way down.
Did you film these said fights?
No, one of them was some sort of like. There was like I didn't even notice until I was in it, so I walked through the middle of it.
You're like, I actually threw a punch blindly and then just kept going, and it was well received. So
yeah, I got in a fight. Yeah.
I walked by 3 fights.
Yeah,
you were the one who instigated 3 fights.
All 3 of them.
Yeah.
All 3 of them. I mean, wonderful. Let's see what happens for the rest of the night. Obviously, you've got your set coming up later.
Yes.
No fights there.
Ooh.
Depends what the set's saying.
Depends how the people are feeling. I got to give them what they want.
Which is a fight.
Which is a brawl.
A brawl.
It's a brawl. I don't know what a brawl.
A brawl. A brawl. There it is.
Nice.
Picking up on it perfectly already. So I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
I guess how is everything at the moment? Obviously being over here, you played a London show, I guess last week or this week, a few days ago.
What day? Are we Thursday?
We're Thursday.
So on Monday we played. Yeah.
How was that?
So much fun.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Nice.
A lot of fun. I had a couple of, oddly enough, a lot of my friends from New York / LA are also in Europe touring. So
amazing.
I had a couple of friends there and that made it, a little cherry on top to have some friends out here.
You look down, you were like, what? How are you here?
Bethany, how the fuck did you get here? Max, is that you?
You look out, there's actually no one from London.
No one's in the crowd.
No, really, it's just them.
Yeah, it was a live stream set actually. Yeah. It was for MasterCard.
Shout out MasterCard. We need sponsors. Look, Look, we'll take sponsors.
Please give me money.
Yeah. If we can send it, just send it this way. We'll
Exactly.
shout out anything you want. It'll be
Thank
absolutely
you.
fine.
Thank you very much.
But going well, obviously,
Yes.
I guess how's the past, year kind of been for you? Obviously, it feels like
Past
things have
year.
been kind of like, obviously, like building and building and building, kind of like,
Yeah.
EP coming out and
Yeah,
new music.
yeah.
Like, how have you kind of like found this, I don't know, like the, I guess, attention that it's brought? And like, how have you kind of like found it all?
Super sick and
Yes, there was a brief moment
Yeah.
where I was gonna be like, well, do you know what? It's a really like deep situation and I've been learning to deal with it. And you're like, it's sick.
It's fucking
It's sick.
It's fucking sick. No, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I think like overall theme just in general is that I feel like for everyone that like started really making music during the pandemic is like as things pick up so much, it's
Yeah.
like you're not used to the just like the pacing is just so
Yeah,
fast.
of course.
You know, it's like
yeah.
it's like I'm in London and then I'm in a session, then I'm in a show, and then I'm in a session, then I'm in Brighton. And it's like, and it can sometimes be like a bit like overwhelming.
wow,
but
what's
it's like,
happening? Yeah.
like, oh damn, like I got to like be on my shit.
Yeah.
Like, truly and in a meaningful way be on my shit.
Yeah.
But it's like the job that I always dreamed of having.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
only be like so grateful and feel so lucky to get to do it. You know?
Yeah. You kind of like check
Yeah.
yourself. You're like, this is exactly what I
I'm
want
like,
to do.
I'm not performing like brain surgery. You know what I mean? Like I gotta plug in some.
We haven't seen the
XLRs.
set yet,
You're right.
so-
I mean,
Shoot in later.
bring an apron. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Brain surgery by
Brain
Spill Tab.
surgery. Yes.
Can't wait.
Thank you. Sick album name though.
Hey,
I would say.
if it happens.
Yeah.
If it happens.
Write it down.
Sponsored by MasterCard, of course.
Sponsored by MasterCard. Yes.
Shout out
Yeah,
MasterCard. Other card providers are available, of course.
Okay. Fair.
But unless they give us money in between, which then, yes, MasterCard.
Pay off that credit card debt. You know what I mean?
And I need it.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously great. I guess the reaction as well from people, like seeing, I guess, especially when
Yeah.
you're doing the live stuff now,
Yeah.
kind of like, because obviously, like you say, like in the pandemic and like putting out music, but seeing the reaction online is brilliant. But I guess
Yes.
it's a whole other thing now, seeing that in person. Like,
yes.
how's that been for you? Like, especially, and also just like interacting
Crazy.
with fans as well.
Yeah, crazy. It's
Yeah.
really, really cool. Cause it's one thing to like have people hit you up and be like, oh, like I really like this song. Like this song was like really sick when I was breaking up. Like it helped me out.
Yeah.
And then to be at a show and like, have, even if it's like a couple people like
Yeah.
singing the lyrics, like,
Yeah.
and I, like that's crazy. Like I made this in my room. Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is cool. That
And now you're
heard it and
here,
you like it. Yeah.
Going
yeah,
for
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yes,
I
exactly,
guess that's what
yeah.
you saw at London as well. I guess like seeing
Yeah,
that as well
yeah.
in that kind of like space as well.
Yes.
I saw at London you also did was it a Kelly Clarkson cover?
I did do a Kelly Clarkson
Big
cover, yeah.
move.
Big moves only.
What are your top 3 Kelly Clarkson songs off the top of your
Top
head?
3. Okay,
Yeah.
so Miss Independent,
Huge.
obviously since you've been gone,
Of course, yeah.
and I'm gonna be that bitch that says that I can't name the third one.
Oh,
What is a third Kelly Clarkson song?
Since
What was
You've
her
Been
big one? It was
Gone.
like Since You've Been Gone, and then
Since
it's
You've
like
Been Gone.
Miss Independent.
Because of You.
Oh my god,
That's
that
huge.
one's really good.
That's big, isn't
that's
it?
a huge one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a bit worried because I was like, I didn't really know if Kelly Clarkson like
Yeah.
made it across the pond. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, she did. No,
And she did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she definitely did.
what was it? My Life Would Suck Without You was another big one. But here,
Yeah.
I remember seeing her
Is that
at
all on the same album? Would she just like have a banger album? or-
rich history.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
catalog.
The lore is deep for Kelly Clarkson.
I don't know if you know, this is a Kelly
Yes.
Clarkson stand podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what we're talking about now.
We're like zooming her in.
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Comes
I love
on
that.
in. But amazing. I guess like obviously Sunburn, of course, is out as well. Kind of, I guess first new music of the year.
First music of the year.
Is this kind of like the direction you're kind of going to be heading in? Kind of like going that sort of style of music, or are you think? I guess is it kind of quite open? Is it an indicator of what's to come?
I've never like I've rarely walked into a session and be like, I want to make
This sort
you
of
know
stuff.
what I mean? It's
Yeah,
really just, like,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
every person has something unique to offer, and like that's why
Yeah.
I love collaborating with people. It's just like
Yeah.
that person does things differently. Like, why not showcase the best of someone else while we're in the room together? you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, and also all the while, creating something that does feel like true to my own shit and like something that I
Yeah.
would want to release and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, Sunburn was the first one I did with Solomonophonic.
Yes, of course.
Jared.
Yes.
Who does like Dora Jar, Remy Wolf.
Yes,
just
the Remy Wolf, yeah.
artists that I'm a really big fan of. So Yeah, so I'm really stoked on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's just something where you're just always looking for people to collaborate with, kind of like, and just like trying, I guess, like you say, tapping into, I guess, different people's kind of like worlds. I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just so conveniently happens to be that he's like, you know, a homie, like in the friend group. So I really like working with friends because it's a bit easier to be like honest and straightforward.
Yeah, you don't feel you're like, oh, I don't know that person.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell them that was a bit shit. But
exactly. Like I see where you're at, you know, like
Yeah, amazing stuff. I also have to bring up, obviously, the last time you chatted to Dork in print, which you can go back and read, everyone. It's online. Go online, read it. It's there. It's reading
Be literate.
it.
Read that shit. Yeah.
Read that shit. You're listening, and then you can read it. You did mention that you were getting into tattooing a lot, and obviously, is that something that is still you're going on? Are we going to see a tattoo shop anytime soon?
Well, I really wanted to do like tattoo as like a merch. So like when I'm touring, I do like 3 tattoos a night.
T-shirt.
Yeah, t-shirt, hoodie,
tattoo,
a sick mom tattoo with a heart through it. You know, but
just come to the merch stand later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I was like, that'd be sick because it's like I enjoy doing it. And, it's like a way to like a unique merch. Whatever. But then I was like, the liability. Do you know what I mean? Like if someone doesn't take care of their tattoo, it gets infected. Like, will I get sued? It's America. People sue you for anything. Like,
Here, people will just get a bit annoyed and then walk away. Yeah. They'll be like, oh, and then go. Yeah. We don't really have that.
Yeah, exactly.
We
and
all
to be fair, like
keep it in.
My practice is very clean. It's like, do you have any tattoos?
I don't.
Okay. Yeah. It's like the aftercare is really important. So it's like, it's everything after leaving the tattoo shop. That's like very important. You know what I mean?
Yes. So you're like,
in this case,
we could do it.
You're leaving a sweaty venue. It's less, anyway.
Less hygienic, maybe, than an actual tattoo place. But we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll wait for the pop-up.
TBD.
We'll wait for the pop-up.
Yes.
Well, of course, because it is The Great Escape and because it is this podcast and because we want to just raise the standards of journalism, we're going to play a game.
Love that.
We've called it The Great Escape to the Country. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to name, I guess, 2 different places, locations, scenarios, and we just want to know which one you'd rather live in for life. So this is like big decision.
Yeah, like, I'm very indecisive. This is
going to be an amazing game. It's going to be really good. How about Mars or the Moon? 2 different planets.
I mean, okay, spiritually or logistically?
Logistically, let's say logistically, it's, you can go there, you can live
okay, because Mars, I don't think you can live on.
Yet.
Right?
Yeah.
Or can you? Because sorry, that's Mercury, because Mercury is just too hot to
Mercury's too close,
Okay.
Much like today.
Could. I don't know, maybe the Moon, because it's, the gravity is...
Really love the reasoning.
The gravity?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the gravity.
I don't know much about Mars.
No.
It's like red.
Yeah, red. Send a lot of stuff up there. Yeah. It never kind of comes back.
Oh God, to the moon.
Yeah, probably the moon. Yeah, probably the moon, to be honest with you. Yeah,
how about you?
I've watched too many like moon movies.
Horror movies, right?
Yeah, like Apollo 13, where it's
that's exactly what I was thinking of.
So I'm kind
How
of
fucked up was that movie?
Yeah, like ridiculous.
It was crazy.
They just left him just to wander around. Left Tom Hanks.
They went method with it. So at the end of the movie, they give you a link. They're like, if you want to actually like read about, because they were coming from the perspective of, we're going to make a movie that's fiction, but make it seem as though it's based on actual facts.
Yeah, whilst they're filming. Yeah.
So they created a website where you could go to, and it gave you basically like a bunch of information on like, obviously fake articles, but it looks real, like FBI
that they made
documents
and stuff
that are like redacted. Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is fucked up. Like this is like.
But then also you've got stuff like like Gravity.
Yeah,
it's all the horror movies.
Yeah,
it's all around the moon.
So
I might probably go Mars.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be quite fun.
Fair enough. We can visit. We can do timeshare.
Yeah. Timeshare. Booked in. That's what's happening. The holiday is coming soon.
Exactly.
So the 2 choices are a kids' daycare centre or a vet's.
Vets. I don't like kids.
Brilliant. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Next one.
Fair enough. What do you got for me?
Here's one, obviously a bit out there, but let's just say these are like human-sized, right?
Okay.
A bowl of cereal or a bag of Doritos.
Bowl of
You've got to
cereal.
live in them. Cereal.
Because Doritos is a bit, I would say, like Dune, the movie, where you just can't breathe. You're just inhaling Dorito dust all day.
I've never thought of it
Right?
like that. But
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it is.
yeah, you're just.
Tune the movie.
Yeah.
I can completely see that.
Dorito
yeah, it's
Dune.
quite. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's-
a lot of that kind of like dust.
yeah.
Kind of like
And have you
floating around.
inhaled Dorito dust
Yeah,
before?
yeah,
It's fucking spicy.
Yeah, it hurts.
It's right in the chest.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I definitely had big
Yeah.
coughing fits
Yeah.
because of it. So.
Bowl of cereal, like I can float on a Cheerio. I can sleep on the spoon. You know, like there's a lot going on there.
Just like a little swim.
Yeah,
Knock
exactly,
around. It
exactly.
looks comfortable.
It looks more comfortable.
Yeah, as we say, thinking about cereal.
Yeah,
a
yeah. I
bowl of
love cereal too.
What's your favorite cereal?
It is probably at this point Fruity Loops.
Oh,
Those are really
strong.
good.
Yeah. We have to pay
Yeah.
quite a lot for like that
Really?
over here.
Oh, 'cause
yeah,
it's imported.
Okay. That's an expensive buy.
Do
but
they have like knockoffs? Like, you know what I mean?
Not really. It's kind of like kind of fruity Cheerios is probably the next
Oh,
best, but
okay, I
like,
mean,
it's not.
It's not too upsetting.
It's not really right. I'll be
Probably
honest.
not. Yeah.
It's not the same, but recommend Frosties. They're always
Okay.
quite good.
Well, now I'm thinking I should have brought cereal as the merch and sold like
Oh,
single serve
yeah.
Fruity Loops.
That I've been really appreciated. Next time,
Next time.
bring it back
Next
over.
time.
Make
Okay.
sure you bring a batch. I'd be really, really
Incredible.
appreciate it.
Sounds good.
And we've got one more for you. Let's do
Sick.
one more. How about a train or a plane? You've got to stay on live on one
yeah.
of them. Yeah.
Train, because they're quite nice. At least in
It
the
have to be
UK.
some sort of like luxury sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean by that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a train can be quite grimy. Like, not the tube, right?
No.
Okay, yeah,
Not the tube. Not the. No. I wouldn't dare.
Then,
Wouldn't.
yeah.
No, don't do that.
Then definitely a train, because you can have those bunks on the, like the night trains.
Yes. Yeah.
I've never like been on a plane and been like, wow, how comfortable.
Not been on one of those. I guess it's like those. What are they like? Virgin Atlantic ones, aren't they?
Not done that yet, right? That's like if you fly to like Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
That's no, I haven't done that yet.
This podcast
Yeah.
doesn't send me to Abu Dhabi.
No, they don't.
Famously,
They
just
Well,
don't
you know,
get.
maybe one day.
Maybe one
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
This is it.
Smoking hookah out of like a car tipped on its side. Have you
Yes,
seen
I would love that.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that. Let's
Yeah,
do
okay,
that. Let's do that. So also shout out
Abu Dhabi,
Virgin Atlantic.
Virgin Atlantic.
Yeah,
Abu Dhabi.
We'll take it. We'll
Yeah.
take it. Spilto, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for
What a
having
wonderful
me.
time. Enjoy the set later.
Thank you.
We'll report on it once this goes out.
Okay,
So I'll let everyone know about the brain surgery
Okay, great.
that goes down.
You just like it cuts to you being like, it was pure shit. Never go see a spill.
Guys, it was bad. I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
Thanks.
It was okay. Delete as appropriate.
It was yeah, exactly.
It's been a pleasure. We're going to
Thank
play Sunburn now.
Great.
And we're going to listen to it in this pub because
In
that's
the
exactly what
pub.
we're going to do.
Incredible.
So, a pleasure. Thank you very much.
An absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Don't know why we're doing it.
One,
Sums
two, three,
up.
four.
Don't know why we're doing it. It sums up this show. We're here. It's at the Great Escape. It's all very sunny, which is a plus because this would have been a terrible interview if we were doing it in the pissing of rain. Terrible venue. We're at the Dork stage. We're at Horatio's. We're here with our headliners, Vlure. How are we doing? How are things? How are we feeling?
I think we're feeling pretty good.
I think
We're
pretty
pretty good. Like we drove down yesterday,
Nice.
had a wee stop over en route,
Nice.
came in this morning.
Where did you stop?
I am allowed to swear.
Yeah. You certainly
Fuck
can.
knows, mate. some service station travel.
Was it nice?
Do you know, it was exactly what you'd expect for a service station travel lunch.
Yeah.
So lovely.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Ideal. Very
top
very
quality.
Good. Yeah. I mean, we did wake up with a KFC beside us, so you know.
Okay, that's
Did
a
you
good
order it? Because
Worry. Left the window open. KFC next to
I'm
us.
going to go sit in a van with 5 other people I don't think we're ordering KFC before we get in.
They're like, these boys would appreciate this. Just a bucket just left to the sides. But sensational. We're here. I guess how are things in the world of Vlure? How are things? How is everything going on? I mean, I guess a bunch of live shows all happening, getting out doing these sort of festivals. Like, how does it feel just getting out and doing these kind of
It feels amazing.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great to be here. I'm absolutely buzzing to play. Seems like there's a proper buzz happening in Brighton today for this. So yeah, man, feeling great. Just came off the back of a tour, and we've just kind of been non-stop since the start of the year, which is I don't think we'd have it any other way, to be honest.
It was non-stop, but I think this is our last one for a wee while, so we'll get back into the studio and do our own thing again, and chill out. Take some time to just think we're all going on holidays and stuff, like to get ourselves. We always use all our time off for work is just to go and do band things. So I think it's finally time to take some time off work and go and do our own thing and take a week somewhere and do something nice.
Not speak to each other for a week.
Probably. Yeah. We love each other.
Yeah, we love each other, but also a week off, please.
Yeah, we all stayed in the same travel last night. We need a week off.
Indeed. I know. It's been good. It's been good to be playing shows again. Good to be on tour. Good to be out, going to play some cracking venues and do some really cool things.
Nice. Any highlights so far over the past few months?
The Apollo was pretty unreal.
As far as I go, that was honestly a dream. Going on stage at the Apollo and singing songs about eggs. A bit of a teenage dream, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you're like, we're getting away with this. This is great. This is banging. This is all good. Exactly. And I guess obviously start of the year, obviously putting out the EP, kind of like seeing that reaction. I guess how was that in terms of putting that out there? Because did it feel like your kind of first big kind of statement, if you will, as a band? How was that?
Sure. No, it was great. It's just a collection of songs that we'd written last summer. It was really when we were starting to develop our sound after lockdown. Obviously, we released our first single about a year ago now. So to have this out in the world is really nice. It's it feels like a nice introductory statement, and it's been really a really lovely thing to see how it's connected with people, and a lot of people have got from it what we were trying to put across. It's been lovely.
That's been good. Getting that kind of that's it as well. Putting it out there, but also people getting it as well.
It's been because we were a bit worried. We weren't worried, but we were
you're always nervous. You're always nervous. You're releasing something that's a body of music. It's not just a single. It's it's 5 tracks. It took us a while to write it. We were really proud of it. We knew it was good, but you don't know how the public's going to take it. Music's always subjective. Subjective.
Yeah.
So,
Could be objective.
Could be objective. Who knows?
objective.
Depends what it is.
Depends what you're after.
It must be good though, taking that out on playing around the country and people knowing the songs and enjoying them. There must be not a relief, but it must be okay, it worked, guys. It worked.
Yeah, paid off. I know. It's funny, we've been playing a lot of those songs live for since we started doing this. So I guess we're primarily a live band, so to have that translate on record was actually really nice. And just seeing people's reactions, just every show we do now, it seems to be there's more people there to know the words and are into the band, and it's just a really cool thing.
Pretty surreal at times.
You're like, what's happening here? You're looking down, you see people singing the words back. You're like, oh,
I was all right, cool.
Okay,
that's happened.
The system works, guys.
We've got it. We've nailed it. We're off and away. Definitely that. And I guess combine that with obviously support tours as well, because obviously you guys are such a live band as well. Do you kind of feel like when you're going out there, especially on support ones, you're right, we need to kind of grab people or make kind of people a statement, if you will?
Absolutely. I do a team talk before every show. We treat it like sports, you know what I mean? We do a team talk, we get ourselves cheered up, we go on stage. But every night it's before you go on, it's convince yourself this is our stage, this is our show. Go out there, win the crowd, and I think it's great doing the headlines and blah that. The support's just a different entity. The support slots and the festival slots, you're proving yourself. You've got to go out there and win an audience who isn't necessarily your own. Doing that is a difficult thing to do, but I think we've worked really hard, and over the tour that we just did, we really owned our craft in that and became this. We became a well-oiled machine in doing that, and I think that has become something that I was really proud of the guys for doing over the time, over that tour. I was a proud dad. It was great.
You came off stage, you were like, come here, everyone, gather in together, that sort of thing. Nice. And do you think obviously, I guess the mixture of making obviously the EPs and then playing these shows in particular and doing all the support stuff, do you think that's going to impact on kind of your writing in terms of going into the studio, or do you kind of have a clear vision of what you want to do next? I guess
we're already well underway. We were by the time the EP was recorded, we were already on to the next thing, so we've been developing what we're doing next, and we're pretty buzzing on it, to be honest. It's been exciting actually. We've been just the past few months, we've been at it with shows as well. We've been in writing and demoing everything that's to come next, 2 or 3 times a week, to be honest, after work.
It's shattered, but it's good fun. And I think we're really coming on our own in terms of writing, as you were saying, and we're really just kind of going, we're not going in with a set idea of this is how it should be, but everything's sounding in that realm of what we feel it should be. Like when you hear it back, you're like, yeah, that is us. It should sound like us, you know. But like, we're not going in there with that frame of mind. We're going in with just going like, let's write something. And if we write something good, we write something good.
Yeah.
And let's just go with it and run with it.
Exactly.
It must be nice getting that momentum back after like lockdown and stuff as well, like tour and then studio and like having the EP, like feeling back into like that rhythm of like, okay, we've done the EP, then we do the tour, then we write some more music. Like the world is back. You know,
it feels amazing for sure. We never really got started just before COVID, so I think we played like a few gigs when we first started, and then obviously the pandemic happened. Don't know if anyone was aware of that.
You're just like,
I'm sure it's not anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. What happened? Oh, yeah, there was a gap. There was a gap,
We'll
wasn't
brush
there?
over that. But so that gave us a lot of time and a way to focus on what we wanted to do and what we wanted to say, and then getting back to gigs has just inspired everything that's to come next. And
Nice.
feeding off people, it's been grand. I'm really excited. Yeah.
Nice. And if this is like, obviously, this is like probably one of the last shows for a little while anyway. Like, what can we expect tonight? What are you going to go for? What kind of pyrotechnics, flips? We want them all.
If we had the record deal and the money, we'd have to film the whole damn show.
this is also being broadcast like 3 days after your gig. What can we expect?
Yeah. We're gonna tell you. Just after this.
Expect a big show. We always bring it for the stage. We've got a half an hour set, and it's all the dance, all the up and up and up. We're not going to slower songs in. We're going to go hard. We're going to go fast. Got a couple of new songs in there for everyone that's coming down. We're going to go up and just have a big old rave, and we hope everyone wants to enjoy it and have it their ways.
Sensational.
We also quite psychopathically decided to put a tune that we wrote last week in the set for this week.
Strong.
Not even last week, 3 days ago.
So we were rehearsing in Brighton this morning, and I mean,
How did it go?
it was grand. For certain bands, that's probably a lot easier than us because we've got about 1 million inputs and synthesizer sequencers. There's a lot of stuff happening digitally, so there was a lot of sleepless nights, but it sounds great now, so we're buzzing.
Amazing. It'll be grand. It'll be grand.
That's it.
Well, as we're at the Great Escape, and that's because we're a highbrow journalism podcast, of course, we thought it's time to play a little bit of a game. And by that I mean we've called it the Great Escape to the Country, and by that
affiliated with the ITV show.
Yeah, Channel 4, ITV, one of those, etc. Those sort of stuff. It'll be that. So what we're going to do, we're going to name a couple of places, and we just want to know whereabouts which one you would pick, which one you'd go for. That's the kind of vibe we want to go for. So, Jay, do you want to start us off? Fine. What kind of one are you
My
feeling?
phone's locked itself. So
Well, that's good. Well, I'll start off then in that case. Mars or the moon? What are you feeling?
I'm happy in Glasgow.
Just put it in.
Would you say that's closer to Mars or the moon?
I feel the people in Glasgow are definitely tuned to the moon, man.
Yeah.
I've been closer to the moon than nights out in Glasgow, so
So just out of familiarity, it's going to definitely be the moon.
It's going to be the moon.
Let's just see more of it.
I already got
on a daily basis, right?
Exactly that. Jay, what are you feeling?
The sea or a really big lake, and I'm afraid you have to leave Glasgow.
Okay.
Well, the problem here is I don't go in any water that has like.
It's a shite bag.
I'm an absolute shite bag. I feel like the fish. I feel like the fish might eat my feet, so like, I can't go in any like fresh water.
What if we cleared the lake and the sea of the fish first? It's an ecological disaster.
Well, I
but
mean,
we'll do it for
surely
you.
the lake, because the sea's going to be far too treacherous with the waves and that.
Yeah, it's dangerous,
I can attest that Hamish been absolutely terrified of it. We the loch we climbed Ben Lomond as the troops last year,
Nice.
and then after it we went for a swim in the loch, Loch Lomond as it's known, and we all went for a nice wee swim, and Hamish stood at the side because he thought something touched his foot.
To be fair, like, if I was sitting down and a squirrel touched my foot, I'd be like, fuck off. But you can't even see the squirrel in the lake.
That's terrifying.
The sea squirrel.
I don't know what's in there, man. They're going to chew away at me. We're not having it. I like to eat fish, but I don't want to have my feet eaten by them.
Sorry, is there any documented case of someone wading into the lake and coming out with no feet? Like, they got me. They got me.
There's a fuss for everything.
We've seen documentaries. We've seen them. We don't need
Watching
that.
too much River Monsters.
Yeah. We'll do a couple more. How do you feel? So, obviously, these are human-sized. Just bear that in mind.
Human-sized.
What would you rather live in? A bowl of cereal or a bag of Doritos?
Cereal.
But you can't see your feet in a bowl of cereal.
Oh,
But it's like,
what's
but
in there?
No, wait. Do you choose the cereal?
What can I see?
You can choose the cereal.
A bowl of cinnamon swirls, man.
Golden,
Cinnamon, is that what
Golden Nuggets.
Golden Nuggets.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
sell those anymore.
No, I think they're
feel
done,
like they
man,
got
yeah.
cold when the sugar tax came in, right?
When the sugar tax came in.
Jamie Oliver's
Travesty.
fault.
Yeah, that's Jamie Oliver's fault. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Tories, man.
Yeah.
Shocking.
I want us to eat Golden Nuggets.
Famously the biggest issue that there's available.
Somebody take that to the House of Commons. That's the issues young people care about.
A few Christmas and birthday gifts so people have bought me as I laugh Jamie Oliver cookbooks because I hate them that much. Honestly, man. Here's me. Right,
He took out Twizzlers.
I'm calling it.
Jamie Oliver right now. Jamie Oliver,
I
if you're
have said
listening
this
to
so
this.
many times on this podcast. You don't even know how many times I've said this on the podcast. Jamie Oliver can fuck himself.
I'm calling him out. Jamie Oliver, if you ever hear this, I'll fight you in a boxing match.
I'll put you
We'll
all
make it
over.
happen. We'll make it happen.
I'll be getting a chicken nugget, bro.
It's Dork at the Great Escape next year. No stage, just fights.
Yeah.
We're gonna have.
And headlining is Jamie Oliver getting the shit kicked out of him.
Sorted.
Queues around the block.
Queues around the block. One more, Jake. What are you thinking?
Yeah, okay, as we are at Horatio's at the Great Escape, would you rather escape to live on the pier or in a treehouse?
The pier. Definitely the pier.
Quite windy
Look
here,
at us
though.
around. I mean, the people at home can't see this, but look at our surroundings right now.
Look around us.
It is
Do you want to explain
pretty.
what's around us? 'Cause
Right,
I don't know if I see what you see.
right now. We're at Horatio's at the front. There's a house of horrors.
Yeah.
There's a, you know, the chip.
Yeah.
There's a thing that goes up and then it drops you. And
Yeah.
then it's not a bungee jump, but you know the thing I mean. And then there's like wee cars over there.
Yeah.
You can see the seafront. You can see the Brighton. You know the Brighton Blue that's along the rail and over on the side. Here we are, the mods.
Wow.
I don't think
I
there's
think that
any.
might be the,
That is no better way to end this.
Shane Duffy.
But no, it's been a pleasure.
You're being ignored now, Jamie.
Can we
Yes.
shout out to the famous Glasgow Celtic for winning the league last night?
Shout out,
Yes.
congratulations.
Great, I'm really
Lovely.
excited to accidentally start some kind of horrible fucking campaign against this podcast I don't even understand.
We've just dropped a bomb on you.
Yeah.
Vlure, it's for everyone. There's no football allegiances here, none.
Oh god, we're gonna play Euphoria, which is gonna get played after this. We're not gonna listen to it now because you're gonna play it in a bit, so it'll be fine.
Nice.
It's gonna be wonderful. Listen to that, Vlure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thanks so
very
much,
much.
guys.
Enjoy.
Cheers. Thanks, Trips.
Wow.
Pretty high tech stuff.
Here we are. We're on the beach.
Yeah, it's
Let's
windy.
go to the beach. Let's
go
get
get
away. The huge songs, the huge times. We're at the Great Escape. It's day 2. And we're here with the one and only Thomas Headon. Thomas, how are we doing?
Good.
How are we feeling? We're to paint a picture, we are literally...
We're on the beach.
We're on the
Yeah.
we're on the beach to paint a picture. We're on the beach.
Picture this. Water, no sand, but pebbles.
Have you heard of a beach before? It's that. How are we doing?
I'm good.
How's it feel being here?
Good.
How is everything?
I've been back in the UK now for 24 hours.
24 hours.
24 hours in the UK so far. Saw my roommate in London. Now I'm in Brighton by the beach. If you didn't hear that already, everyone.
Yeah, it's by the beach.
And,
everyone.
Paint a picture.
It's great. Should paint a picture actually. Very windy though. That's it.
Yeah, it's windy here. This is it. It's always deceiving
Yeah.
about the beach. Is
The
that
thing.
it comes in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's that? The wind of the ocean? That's it, Jake, isn't
The
it?
heart of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's the science. It's the science. We have to, first of all, before we talk about anything else, we notice, and this is a platform to get at people and let brands know what's going on. And
Yeah.
I saw recently you had a bit of an issue with British Airways. Was that on the way back?
Your one man
It was-
crusade.
It was
It
on the
was
way
my-
back. So this
it
is
was on the way
recent.
back.
This
Yeah.
is very, very recent.
Yeah.
Are you okay to talk about this?
I'm okay to talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
emotional
Raw.
for me, but
I'm just gonna let obviously the listeners know. Thomas, you said your ham and cheese sandwiches taste like someone has left them in the rain and then microwaved it to try and dry it. Also, your coffee cups look like they were made on Microsoft Paint. So how was the flight back then?
Do I have a photo?
Two
of
very different complaints as well.
Yeah.
One
not
actually
really-
makes sense, and the other one is, and your coffee cups.
And you got me just
While I'm here.
This is like, look, airlines bring in millions upon millions, and
Yes.
they hired someone with zero taste to design their coffee cups.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for that person. You know, everyone needs a break.
But is there there might be an avenue then to look into some sort of coffee cup designing for airlines
Yeah,
and stuff?
sure. Yeah, maybe I should pitch to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not now.
If
They're
the
not going to let you in now, are they?
I keep checking to see. I don't keep checking, but I tweeted that and then turned off my phone. And then I went back to see it had like 200 likes. And I keep checking to see if British Airways blocked me.
But they
haven't.
have responded.
Wait, what?
Have you not seen
I didn't
this?
see this. What?
They responded and said,
Breaking news.
sorry. I can't believe I'm breaking this.
Sorry, the sandwiches weren't up. Sorry, the sandwiches weren't up to scratch. We'll make sure your comments are fed back to the catering team.
Tony. Signed off Tony.
Signed off Tony.
Tony ringing up the catering team.
Oh, Tony.
So he said not only did they look like they were wet, but also microwaved. Also, I love this, the catering team on a fucking plane. It's like, we're doing with what we can. We don't have an oven. We're on a plane.
The catering team, like it's like the full kitchen going on there. Oh, sorry.
20 chefs.
Oh, yeah.
The whole of the first class bit of the plane.
So truly having an impact.
Yeah.
You now have improved the ham and
Yeah,
cheese
you're
sandwiches.
welcome,
So
future British Airways customers.
yeah, you are welcome. You'll be on the next
Yeah.
flights. It'll be wonderful. So how were you in Australia? I believe
I was, yeah.
How was that? How was being there?
Good. I saw
Obviously
my mum.
knocking around. Yeah,
She
no,
says hi.
Back. She says hi.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, to you guys.
Oh, amazing.
nice.
Thanks,
Yeah.
God. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back. I'm excited. It's festival season, right? It is,
Yeah. This is we're in
bloody
now.
hell.
We're in now.
I'm a roll out festival season. That's all I'm here for.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I'm here for the festival.
And the beautiful wind.
And the wind and the beach. Picture this.
Picture it. Picture the scene. It's all happening. But yeah, obviously great. And do you play some shows when you were out there as well?
Yeah,
Like,
I did. Yeah, actually a couple of festivals there.
Yeah.
I did Groove of the Mood there, and then a couple of headline shows. And then before that, I was in the States, and that was hectic and amazing shows there. So it's the first time in like 2 months I've been here, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
It's
You're like,
good, yeah.
oh yeah, remember this?
Yeah, that's where I live.
This right. Remember that? Good. Nice. It's been good to see. I guess how's it been like seeing the reaction? I guess playing live, obviously with like the latest EP out and everything. Like, how's that been like? Kind of playing those shows and seeing that. Has it been quite, I don't know, surreal in a lot of ways, or like what's that been like?
Yeah, totally. I think it's the weirdest thing in the world to have to have played overseas, because I've only really ever played to a British crowd, and British crowds are fucking wild. They're so crazy, which is sick. But then
I'm at the back.
Yeah. You'll see him later. Just,
My knees aren't what they used to be.
So the British crowd, apart from you.
yeah.
Baby Queen told me to kneel down and stay. I barely got back up.
It
was touch and go.
Really, I heard the creaks in here. But it was good. But yeah, obviously, yeah. It's just, like I say, British crowd's different. So obviously playing to different audiences and stuff.
The audiences is wild, and the biggest thing I found is they all sing in their accents. So Americans go like, "Ooh, Grace," and I'm like, "Whoa, that's not how I do it, but I like it. That's sick.
That's not how I do it.
You guys do it your way. I'm gonna do it my way."
But good on you. Nice, exactly. And I guess it must be great, obviously, with the obviously the EP that came out and kind of seeing that as well. Are you kind of like for the next few months, you're just like, right, I want to just get out and play as much as possible? Is that kind of your focus, I guess?
Kind of. It was actually, I think, last year. It still is. I really love playing festivals, so this is exciting. But I'm also just like so hungry to keep writing at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm in a writing mood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna do that for a bit in between festivals.
Nice.
But yeah, headline tour at the end of the year, so that'll be fun.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah,
That'll be the fun part.
That'll be the fun part.
Yeah.
Are there any shows, obviously, in the summer that you're looking forward to in particular, festival-wise?
Well, I think the Transmit lineup is incredible.
Yeah.
That lineup is I'm so excited for.
You're staying the whole time.
I'm just staying the whole festival.
You're like, do I have to play? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go see someone else.
Wait, oh no, I'm clashing with someone. Damn it.
Yeah.
I
Everyone
wanted to
turns
see
up to
them.
the stage. You're like, sorry
I
guys.
had to make a tough call.
Yeah, I'm going to see Wolf Alice instead. I hope you understand. Yeah.
Other than that, summer festivals, just summer. I really can't do the winter. I hate the winter so much.
That's fair.
Just can't do
That's
it.
pretty fair.
It's too grey, too cold. No thanks, mate.
How come it's cold and dark?
I
Pick
know.
one.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Nowhere else in the world is cold. That's a lie. Cold and dark.
Cold,
But,
yeah.
but this country
Nowhere
is-
else that you live.
That I
is.
live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes all the difference.
It does.
It really
I don't
does.
give a shit what Norway's up to. I'm not there.
I don't give a shit what you're always up to. And I guess like for you, I guess motivation wise, like obviously through this summer, seeing people come out to the shows, like does it kind of have an impact on your writing, like in terms of when you're kind of playing shows, seeing people reacting to certain songs, or is it quite separate? Or
No, totally. I mean, I love playing live so much. I think I really write songs for the live situation. And I mean, I think that was a lot of the thought process behind this EP. And I think going forward, that's not going to change really, because I love playing live so much. So everyone, knock on wood, that there's another fucking pandemic, because that would really throw off the things I'm releasing. Okay.
Cheers, everyone. Let's all come around.
World Health Organization, if you're listening,
which they do. They do listen. They do listen. They do listen. They do listen.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, we'll do their best. Because we're at Great Escape, and because of course we are a highbrow journalistic podcast that is really good at that. We're gonna play a game.
2 years in, I'm still not convinced you know what highbrow means.
Just
say it every time.
Just accept it. Just let me have this. Let me have this.
I have.
I have. We're gonna play a game which we've called the Great Escape to the Country, and by that we're gonna name two different, I guess, locations, scenarios, and you got to decide which one you would want to live in for the rest of your life.
Lovely.
So those are the choices.
Let's do it.
Jake, do you want to go first?
I'd love to.
Hit us up.
Would you rather escape to live in France or Germany?
Germany. Berlin is so good.
Cold
have you
though.
been to Berlin?
I've not been to
Not in
Berlin.
not in the summer. If you just, I'd live in France in the winter. Berlin in summer. Let's do that.
That's
Yeah, no, Germany. I love Germany. I love France as well, but Germany's great.
Nice.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag to all our
Ich bin
German.
Thomas.
Halfway there.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello. Here we
Hello.
go. This is moving next week.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it. Jesus, suffering. A strong choice there. That's
Thank
fair
you.
enough. How about Mars or the Moon?
Ooh. All right. What are our pros and cons?
Have a little think. Well,
The moon, cheese.
Moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unlimited cheese.
Much like France.
Yeah.
In this scenario, the moon is France.
Yeah.
Wait, and
Mars is
cold,
Germany?
like Germany.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go the moon. Good view from the moon.
Yeah. And I also
Plus, you wouldn't get as homesick, would you? Because
Yeah.
occasionally you'd be able to see
You just be like,
home.
there's
There's my house.
Yeah.
pretty small from up here.
Wish
but,
I hadn't decided to move here. What the fuck was I thinking?
Strong decision. Strong for the moon.
Yeah.
Jake.
The sea or a big lake?
Ooh, okay. I think, to be honest, I think my answer to this has changed. I think it used to be the sea.
It used to be. When
Yeah, back when you used to get asked this. Sorry, I know we're
actually
covering
been
ground that a
contemplating
lot of
this one.
interviews cover, but like, bear with us.
Yeah, no, it used to be the sea, I think. I love the idea of a boat.
Yeah.
A big boat on the sea.
Yeah.
But I went to Chicago,
Yes.
and there's a big lake there, Lake Michigan.
Oh.
And I like it. It's blue.
Yes.
It's not very
It's not
crazy and hectic, and
calm.
it's quite calm, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's not massive whales that live in it.
Yeah,
I don't like whales.
You don't like
Why?
No.
Is there any reason why?
Just too big.
Yeah.
Sharks, I get it.
Yeah,
Someone's gotta-
they're a thing, aren't
Someone,
they?
Someone's got to make the sea dangerous,
Someone's
right?
gotta make the sea dangerous.
Exactly.
Whales, you're just very large, aren't you?
Not even making the danger.
You're not even making
Just
it. You're
flat
just
it.
large.
And also, there's always one that ends up like in the Thames somehow. Like, have you seen that?
It's been
Yeah,
millions
there was
of
a whale
years,
that turned
right?
up there, yeah.
Learn to breathe underwater. It must be such a pain.
To be
Like every hour coming up, like,
Oh,
have to breathe
yeah.
again.
Because they come up to.
they have to come up and get
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm going to go lake.
Imagine if
No whales.
imagine
No
if
whales
been a
in lakes.
nostril on the top of your head instead of just learning to breathe underwater like an adult.
Yeah, it's a strong choice. It's a
Get
strong
with
choice.
it, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
How do you feel? So we've got another one here for you. A kid's daycare centre or a vet's?
What?
You've got to stay in one of the two.
Well, what? A kid's daycare centre?
There's a daycare centre, like a nursery, loads of kids running around, lots of that going on.
It sounds like a
or
fucking
vets.
nightmare.
I think he gets the concept of it.
Yeah, I just like. Well, vet's got like puppies and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes they kill them.
Jesus Christ, all right?
They don't kill the kids in the daycare.
Well, then, it's time to be
Fucking lord.
correct.
Okay.
So what are you more comfortable
Oh,
with?
oh,
Death
God.
or life? What?
You know what? Never mind. Maybe I'll stick with the kids. I like kids. They're fun.
Get rid of them.
Okay. I'll be Mr. Headon. No, I'll go daycare centre. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Plus,
that.
you could probably get them listening to music.
Get the
Like
streams.
mine.
Yeah, get the streams.
They love it, don't they? Yeah.
Whereas dogs, they don't care.
Yeah, dogs. Yeah, my
Get the
dog didn't
business
really
up.
like my music actually.
Dogs don't have Spotify accounts.
Dogs
They
don't.
That's the thing.
The kids? Of course I do. Kids on
They
here.
use their parents, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right,
It's
yeah.
the circle of life.
We've got 2 more.
How about
What's up?
suspended upside down in a tree, or just close enough to a volcano that your feet are always getting burned?
These are great choices. This is a good one. I like that one.
I like that one a lot. Wait, so suspended up in a tree.
Yeah.
Am I upside down?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna go volcano. I like the heat.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like.
That's true.
I
This
like burnt-
tallies with what we were talking about earlier.
We're still on this heat shit.
We're on this heat wave, so let's keep going with that.
Heat wave, nice one. Yeah, I'm going to volcano. I like the sensation of my feet being burned. You know when you get in like a, not that I often have baths.
Matron.
This is sounding really weird now. Not that I often have baths, but you know, like when like the water, you like run the shower, let's say, and the water on the ground is like really hot, and you step in and it's like,
I am about
it's like,
that. That's
ow,
good. That's
but it's
good.
like a good ow.
Yeah, a little like, ooh,
yeah, it's like, ooh,
little
but I'm in the
reminder
shower.
that you're alive.
Yeah.
You know? little breather in there.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay. And we've got one more for you. Would you rather live in? So this is human size, just to think that. A bowl of cereal or a bag of Doritos.
Oh, banging. Oh, that one's hard. Oh, serious.
It's hard because it could conceively happen.
Yeah,
you know?
both. Yeah. I would think.
I know last time I was there, a big bowl of milk. You know, it was pretty scary. Yeah, look. Right, what kind of cereal is it?
You can choose.
It's your choice.
Like you can
Let's go
choose the flavour of
Frosties.
Doritos as well.
Okay, well, if it's... Oh, I hit puberty. You want to hear that one?
Congratulations.
Thank you, finally. I'm going to go bowl of Frosties. Because it's Frosties. If it was like cornflakes, Doritos, 100%.
Yeah, but it's
Frosties.
I guess it's the sugar.
Yeah, I want that sugar milk.
A little sugar rush. You
Plus,
just
I
nip-
imagine they'd be quite big Frosties.
Yeah, exactly. Human
Like a
size.
raft.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were human size. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%, man.
Yeah. You can like chill on the spoon for a bit.
Also, if I'm living in there, it's gotten like pretty soggy, so I could just like punch through them and make
Yeah.
a window.
Feel strong.
Yeah, feel strong.
Punch through them and make a
Just
window.
Grab what I want and eat it.
Real Estate by Thomas Headon.
Real estate.
We're building it. We're building it happening. So we're going to let you go. The beach awaits.
God.
Sure
Picture this.
Picture this.
Trigger swimming.
Beach. We're just going to sit here and look at people as they walk by for the next few hours.
Should we just
I
start
might
narrating?
go to some gigs.
Oh look,
Yeah.
there's a
Oh
puppy
my
in a
god!
thing.
There's a small dog in a pram. Sick. I was going to see if we could get a chat. Should we go? No, we don't. We can't run after the
Should we-
children.
Should we invite someone?
Yeah. Does anyone want to come in? Doing all right? Everyone having a good
We
time?
looks
could
friendly,
play a
but-
song and finish.
Well, yeah, we're going to do that whilst we listen to a song.
Okay.
Thomas, what song would you like to listen to? Tell us. Introduce your song.
Is this the one we chose
Nobody
before?
has to know.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
this is Nobody Has to Know by me, Thomas Headon. Please enjoy it.
Nobody has to know that I'm here all the time. I could just sneak in at night, cause nobody thinks that I know you does. So I could be in tonight, or you could come to mine, and nobody has to know. And nobody has to know. We took the keys to her dad's car, and she got in.
And we are here. It's The Great Escape. It's Saturday. It's a big Saturday. It's a sunny Saturday. And it's even better because we're here with Stella Donnelly. Stella, how are we doing? How is life? How are things?
Things are great.
What's it like being back? Being back here in Brighton? How is it doing?
It's been amazing being back here. Truly, it was, 3 years ago now that I did The Great Escape.
Yes.
And it's just such a great experience. But this one has just been a lot more with a lot more underlying gratitude. I think everyone's got that kind of, their base level is a bit more grateful.
Yes. Yeah. There's a sense of do you know what? I can let this fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's just good to be here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost my suitcase on the flight. That's fine.
Do you know what?
Just stuff
it's
like
just
that.
nice to be here.
Exactly.
I've lost everything, but hey, it's great. It's all good. Yeah.
Exactly.
But nice to be here. And obviously, I guess how are things in general with you at the moment? Obviously, things coming back. Obviously, new album, everything being announced, everything coming. Like, how does it kind of feel? I don't say almost like starting everything going again. Like, how is that kind of for you?
Yeah, it's been really, really nice. we were saying before, even just then in the Airbnb, I was cooking a little like roast vegetable thing, and I was like, oh, I'm bringing my lockdown self to my touring self now, and then realized I was really late to this podcast, so I had to run out the door, and it's probably all burnt now.
It's all burnt. It's still on. We're going to have to run back very quickly after this. Yeah. It's on fire. This is where it's going. Gratitude, though. Gratitude.
Yeah.
Great to be back.
Still good to be back.
Yeah.
Still really grateful. But yeah, no, things are great. It's been nice to kind of re-enter the world of touring and stuff like that. With a bit more of a stable mind about the whole thing.
Yes.
And yeah, so it's been good. We just finished an Australian tour back home,
Nice.
and then now we're here, and I'm about to head out on the road with Rolling Blackouts.
Amazing.
So that'll be great.
Yeah.
And my album's coming out this year. And it's
happening.
nice. There was a while there where I was like, oh, okay, well, my career's over. That's all done. And then it's like, oh, no, that was just a blip, you know.
Oh, we're back. And you've got the lockdown cooking now to go in.
that's
So
it.
you'll be grand.
I'm
You'll
enriched.
You're enriched. You'll be going around on tour being like, but can I cook you this, please?
Exactly.
Can I make you this? Like, what would it be?
Yeah.
What was your go-to lockdown cooking? What was your go-to? Was that your like, when I'm in lockdown, this is my thing now?
Yeah, well, I was living in a house that had about 6 people in it, and then
Nice.
next door to us was another house with our friends. So it was kind of 2 houses.
You were like in a
and-
complex.
Yeah,
I've got
it's
this
a
idea. It's a big
well,
holiday camp.
Yeah, it sounds a bit like a cult. Let's be real, and it's got vibes of that. No, it was just a super like commune vibe.
Yeah.
And so each night, one person would cook for 10 people. So it was quite a challenge.
Okay.
And it got to the point that at 7 a.m., people were so desperate to do something with their day that you'd wake up in the morning and there'd be a race to be like, I'm cooking tonight in the group chat, like, it's my turn.
The pressure. You're like, I've got to get this. I've got to do something.
Yeah.
I was just sat there like,
doing nothing.
well, that was that. That was that. That was my day.
And it got so crazy that we started putting themes. We started making everything we made. Like we had like a Japanese night, but we dyed everything black and we all dressed up.
This is
gothic.
incredible.
This
is good.
Yeah,
This is good.
We took it to a few different levels.
I see what you say about the cult. It was now growing suddenly.
Yeah,
and we were wearing all these outfits, and then we were, for some reason, chanting and dancing in a circle.
And none of us have worn colour since.
Yeah. We can't go back.
Yeah.
We can't go back anymore. Sensational. Well, that's great. And then obviously, like, I guess during that time, was that when kind of, I guess the ideas for this kind of like new album came together as well? Obviously, with that time kind of to get stuff. Was that kind of where that kind of started from?
Yeah, for sure. It was just like having time to kind of process the last 3 years of touring and then almost forget about it. Like I lost my any sense of identity or pressure as a musician or anything like that. I lost all of that, and I was just this weird bird watcher that was trying to cook, with stupid black food dye, So it kind of allowed me to just find my child self again and my writer self and my, the person that wants to tell stories without the kind of awareness of like industry or whatever it is around
or being like,
me.
right, here we go. I'm doing this.
How
now.
will this go on this thing? Blah blah blah. And I just, you just forgot about it because you just weren't sure whether that was
what's going to
happen.
Yeah.
So you're just like, okay, I'm writing for me. And it was a really, really nice process. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd like to be able to do that without a pandemic.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
You're like, I really enjoy that, but we can have maybe missed the global pandemic next time. Yeah. At least we got that plan again. That's nice.
Yeah.
I guess is there like as well, like I guess looking back on obviously the debut album and everything, like did it just give you time to just like pause and be like, okay, this has happened. Like these past few years has happened, and now I can go off and do something else now. Like, was that in a weird way quite a, I don't want to say like a cleansing moment, but like gave you some time? Basically.
Oh, it was super cleansing. It was like a colonic irrigation of my career.
The next album from Stella Donnelly.
Exactly. Colonic irrigation blues.
Put it on the poster. But nice, but very, like you say, it kind of gave you that time. And then like, do you have an idea of the sort of thing you wanted to write next after kind of like all that touring? Or was it something where you were like, I don't know where I was going to go?
I wrote like mostly shit songs. Like I wrote about 43 songs and most of them were shit. And most of those are on the record.
Buy it. Coming out soon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I just wrote. I had no direction whatsoever. All I knew was that I was playing a lot more piano and I was definitely writing more and feeling more drawn to that sound rather than the guitar. The guitar was kind of triggering to me at the time.
You're like, I held this for too long.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly. Yeah, you're dirty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just had this feeling towards the piano, and so most of the record's written on that.
Nice.
And so it was a really freeing kind of sound for me.
Yeah, I guess-
and vulnerable because I wasn't good at all. So it was very youthful, I guess, in its process.
You're like, I'm going to learn this and write as I go along.
Exactly. Yeah, which is kind of nice. Yeah.
I would say, was there any reason what drew you to the piano? Like,
Well, I guess being home and having
just there.
And my auntie had to move house, and so she gave me this old piano. It's an old Fritz Kohler from like 1900s, and I didn't expect it to be able to be tuned, but we got it tuned, and so there was a piano in the house. And that was like a huge thing.
What's that? I've got to do something with it. Yeah.
And usually I'm writing on electric guitar. I'd have to plug in my amp. And I was just so lazy at that point. Like walking to the letterbox was an effort.
Like, do I have to?
Yeah. So sitting at a piano where the sound is already perfect. The echo and the reverb and everything is just in the machine. So it was just like that. That was just the path of least resistance, I guess.
Yeah. You're like, do you know what? I'm here now.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Great.
This whole album has come about because I'm lazy.
Again, just put it on the poster.
No,
it'd be sorted.
exactly.
It'd be fine.
Yeah,
it'd be good. And I guess obviously Lungs is out. Obviously, new single.
Yes.
That's that kind of like a good sign, I guess, of where the album kind of is in terms of like that a good indicator of kind of like what's to come, really.
No.
But before we put it out, and we'll just go, there you go. And then we'll see where we go from there.
Exactly. Honestly, it is so different from the rest of the record. It's like there's a couple of songs that meet it at its like level of intensity.
Yeah.
But honestly, the reason I put that out first was that I was when you finished a record, and you got that many songs, your brain is just fucking mush. Like you've got you don't know what color the sky is at this point. So I just played a few of the songs to my friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, which one should I put out? And they said this one. I said, okay. That was
thanks.
I wish there was more of a
shout out to the friends.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You are responsible
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Yeah. So it really was like a new sound for me, and I think it was the braver and scarier choice to make, putting that out as it is so different from the record. But I'm kind of I'm relieved that we've made that choice. I think it was good to be a bit bolder and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the rest of the record has a lot more kind of the indie pop folk
nice.
as well.
Amazing. Well, it's all happening.
Yeah,
it's all
that's
coming.
it. That's it. Yeah.
So if you like that first single, it's nothing like the rest of it. Nothing.
I'm not very good at marketing myself, am I?
Thank you. Just want to flag a croissant has been delivered to this table. It's a sensational one, to be fair.
It's a very.
What's the dips there?
It's butter and jam.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's incredible. It's incredible. We're just going to have to stare at it for the rest of the time. Yeah, it's just there.
It's just teasing
there.
us.
Yeah,
It's
just
now
there.
joined the interview.
Yeah,
We're
got
a
anything to
throuple
say?
with the croissant.
No, nothing. It's quiet. I guess like your I don't say like what's the like ambition has changed. I guess because obviously kind of getting out there with that first album, kind of playing the world, and everything that comes with it. But like, do you kind of have an idea of like what you want to? I guess what you want to go and do in terms of as an artist? Are you like, I want to be that artist who's got multiple albums and can play all those different kind of like things, or like has that changed? I guess from the start.
That's a great question. I definitely just want to. It's for me. It's just like the whole thing's an exploration until it's an expiration. It's like, and I just want to. I want to. I want to just follow my nose with a lot of that stuff and really and be open to experiencing different instrumentations and stuff like that. And I very much have enjoyed co-producing this record.
Amazing.
And layering the sounds and all of that. So I think for me, just being able to find the balance between touring and then creating, and also creating with others, is a big one that I'd like to do. But yeah, for me, it's just like stay on the bus for as long as you can and
hang on tight,
exactly.
and let's just go.
Just go for it. That's kind of I'm very lucky with the people that I work with. It's a very I I feel very much safe, and with my team, I guess, where
amazing,
it's good integrity within my label and my management and all of that. So it's a really open space, and it's a really exciting space to be in. There's no limitations put on me by anyone.
Nice.
So that's been really cool. I'm very, very lucky in that sense.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So stadium's coming soon.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
yes, that's the coming soon. Right now. Oh dear. Because talking of stadiums, I don't know why I said talking of stadiums. There's no link to what I'm about to say, but I just said it. Because we're obviously a highbrow podcast. We're going to play a little bit of a game now.
Okay.
It's called Great Escape to the Country. We've been asking people all over the weekends. So what we want to know is we're going to name 2 different places, 2 different scenarios. And we just want to know, where would you rather live in for the rest of your life? These are the choices. So start off an easier one from your travels. France or Germany?
Ooh. France, only if I can take my bandmate Jack, who speaks French.
So
otherwise, I will not survive.
You have like a rider request.
Exactly. There's some fine print.
Yeah. As long as Jack can come, can obviously help out, sort everything out for you. Then we'll go with that.
Yeah, exactly.
An easy one, an easy choice.
Yeah.
Jack could come along. Jack will be great. Is Jack currently eating at the moment your
He's
food?
He's eating my roast vegetables right now.
Well, Jack, if you're hearing this, you're welcome.
I wish I could swear at him in French, but I can't.
But just know we want to.
Exactly.
Amazing. Well, we'll go for another one here for you. How about Mars or the moon?
Ooh.
Big choices.
Well, I grew up watching Wallace and Gromit, and so
Incredible.
To me, the moon's made of cheese.
Yes.
So that's kind of that's where I want to be.
Yes.
Wensleydale.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I did expect that to come.
Everyone knows the moon's made of cheese.
Cheese, all that. Just know, doing the accent, we're doing everything now.
We're doing it all.
What's your favourite Wallace and Gromit? I guess special. What's your favourite Wallace and Gromit special? Do you have one?
The sheep one. What's that one called? Terrifying. That one.
Yes.
It was really scary.
It's
Shaun the
intense.
Sheep. That one, right?
It's
I can't remember what it was called, but that was.
Someone will correct us. Yeah.
And there was the penguin one.
The penguin one. The wrong trousers.
The wrong trousers. That was scary.
I was scared of that penguin when I was younger. I was like, I don't need this.
It's terrifying. Give me Pingu any day. I don't want to deal with this penguin. This one's got some dark shit going on.
Someone have a word with this penguin. Because not right there.
Some dark things.
Yeah, not really for kids, was it? That really back on it, just taking over someone's life.
Totally, it was crazy.
Powerful. Yeah, God.
Anyway, I'd love to live on the moon.
Anyway, love to live on the moon. Cheese. Yes.
Cheese.
Exactly. How do you feel about the pier or a tree house?
Oh, I love a pier.
Yes.
I think it's beautiful. We call them we've got jetties, I guess, in Australia.
Yes.
And I spent a lot of time fishing off a jetty, and I love jetties on rough days as well, where the waves are really. It feels really cool. Like you're kind of like in the elements, and you're
you just sat at the end, just going like,
just getting pummeled.
You're like, this is so nice.
Yeah, totally. I think I would get in my own head in a treehouse about like moving and not wanting the tree to break. I think
you're like, I'm going to fall. I'm going to fall.
Yeah, exactly.
Piers are a little bit more structurally sound.
I'm going to fall into water.
I would rather that, please, than the other way around.
Yeah.
Jesus. You have a favourite jetty in Australia?
There's a jetty in Western Australia called the Bustleton Jetty, and it's the longest jetty in the Southern Hemisphere, which is
tremendous.
It's such a funny thing. There's not that many countries in the Southern Hemisphere, so it's always so like this is the biggest jetty in the Southern Hemisphere.
Is that you're like, that sounds really like, okay, it works. Yeah, I think so. It works.
But it's amazing, and you can really go out to sea, and there are you can see sharks and everything from the end of it. It's an incredible place. I love it.
Incredible. Well, shout out anyone listening, of course. Anyone running it, you're here. We're shouting out, represent. Sponsorship available, I guess.
Maybe.
We'll take any. I'll take it. We need the money on this show. We'll take it as well.
Yeah.
A couple more for you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about? Obviously, these are human-sized, so bear this in mind. So, a bowl of cereal,
human size,
or a bag of Doritos, and you've got to live in one of them.
Oh,
It's the hard-hitting questions on the show.
I feel like if it was that the packet would keep you quite warm of the Doritos, maybe. The alfoil kind of.
Yeah, you're covered, aren't you?
Yeah. It's like one of those like fire blanket things.
Yeah.
So maybe that one. Yeah.
You're worried that you'll get cold in the bowl of cereal.
Totally.
To be fair, that is a great response to it because everyone else has gone for the cereal, and I've gone like, you're going to be like soaking wet for the whole time. Like, I think you'll get hypothermia.
Yeah, totally. I'm thinking about survival here.
Yeah.
That cereal is going to get soggier and soggier and soggier.
I'm not here for the vibes.
Yeah,
I'm here for survival.
Exactly.
It's the small things.
Yeah.
And one more for you. A kid's daycare centre or a vet's.
Oh.
One of the two. So we're basically asking,
where has the less death?
Interestingly, bringing this up. Bring this up because that's what Thomas Headon talked about earlier,
Really?
and we talked to him yesterday. So, Thomas, if you're listening, we're all talking about death.
Yeah.
It's great to be back at the Great Escape, everyone. Here is the end of days coming on here.
Oh my god, I've got the morbid mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a daycare centre is probably long term
Yes.
best option for me.
Yeah.
Immediately, I'd like to just be around all the dogs,
you'll be like,
but
great.
they're not well, those dogs. So
You're in the vet.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not a place where everyone's like, wee.
No, but then I'm also thinking like, where will I get the most to eat? And that's probably daycare centre. I'm not going to go there with the vet.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not sure their menu is going to be that great for you. I'll be honest with you.
Exactly. Maybe some ketamine.
Yeah.
The horse
Here we go. So there we go. We're going to have a big one. See you at the vets.
Do I want apple puree or ketamine? I think
These
I'll
are the
go with
choices.
the puree.
Yeah. Going to lean more towards the fruit on this occasion. Strong. With that in mind, Stella, it's been a pleasure.
Thank
you for spending the time. Obviously, you've got a set later. You played a set yesterday. It's all going on. It's all happening.
It's all happening.
It's all happening. So I hope it all goes well. And we'll obviously catch you very, very soon. What we're going to do is obviously we're going to play your track Lungs. We're going to play it now.
Beautiful.
We're going to not do that because we're sat
that's
here.
fine. No
we might ask the coffee place to play it.
Please don't do that.
We won't do it at all. But for everyone listening, this is
totally.
Lungs. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Dig your heels right in my teeth while you wait for the suits to send me on my way. Big man, proud with your new stripe. I'll be a child, rest of my life.
We're back.
In the loudest room in the world.
We are in a loud room. We are at the Great Escape. There is music here. It's not live music. It's just recorded. It's just
I'm
here.
shocked.
Yeah.
We've escaped the festival.
We've escaped the festival to come and hear more music, but it's good though because we're here with Sinead O'Brien. Sinead,
Hello.
How are we doing? How is everything at the
How
moment?
am I doing? I was up at 5:30 driving back from Paris, and I think I'm here now.
I can confirm you are here.
I'm approximately here. Like, some of my soul hasn't come back yet. I left some stuff in Paris and some sentences in the air and what have you. But I am here.
You are,
In body,
I
at least.
made it here. How was Paris last
Paris was
last night?
such
You
a
playing the show?
whirlwind. Yeah, we had a show. We had a show in like an old circus in near Republic.
Oh yeah.
There was all this crazy old memorabilia of like animal stables and like photographs of like gymnasts and then really sleazy artwork. It was such a strange undertone. I was like, I love the circus. I fucking running to the circus.
Yeah. You're like, I'm back at the circus now. It's all happening.
Went to Paris to join the circus.
Yeah. This happened. It went on. But a good show. Good
Yeah,
time.
I really enjoyed it. It went straight out on TV, so haven't really seen it yet. But yeah, I had a really.
I love that. It's
lively.
on TV. It's on TV. It's out there.
It was
somewhere.
already on.
Yeah.
It was lively. I could feel the animals running around
It's not running
in the
around.
ring. We were chasing one another's tails. Yeah, it was great. I do love Paris. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, it's not that romantic. filthy, like
it's just great.
filthy amazing.
Yeah, exactly. How's it been? I guess obviously you've been, touring so much. I guess over the past few months and stuff. How's that been? I guess going out there and seeing like people's reactions. I guess in places that maybe you were like, I never would have thought. Like here, people would be listening to it. Like,
let me tell you about Switzerland.
Shout out our Swiss listeners here.
Loving the Swiss reaction, I have to say. I was told the Swiss fans are serious music listeners.
Yeah.
And like maybe like less physical than in London it can just get reckless, or certain different like audiences have different ways of expressing their satisfaction or their disgust. And I was kind of ready for like it was in a jazz club, so people were seated at the top, and I thought this is going to be a storytelling event. And I start telling, and then by the end of it, it was like a club, and people had their eyes closed and were freaking out to their own scene. I was like, Jesus Christ, what has happened? And then like our sound engineer and our label and everyone was like, what happened? Like that's not normal. Like go back to Switzerland, and we are going back.
Well, now you're Switzerland. I said it.
Yeah, that was great. I felt something changing. I was like, these guys are up for a risk. Eyes closed, individual dance moves, and you don't get that. That's like everyone is in a trance. It's so good.
You're looking down like, is this going well? Or
it's like, I like that move. Like,
it's like, is everyone okay? I think so. I think they'll be fine.
I think it's going really well. At the end, they're like, everyone's had to go to hospital.
There was actually a very serious gas leak.
There's been decapitations.
But good show. We'll be back in Switzerland
It was good.
soon. Nice.
And we're back.
And we're back. Last time we were here, a lot happened, but we'll be back again. It must be obviously, kind of like getting out and playing, and obviously with the album obviously announced and coming out, is there like, I don't know, can you feel things like building? Like, do you get that sense when you're playing live and seeing stuff happening?
Yeah, like I always have this thing I say to like friends, I'm like, it's really ramping up, because that goes around in my head on a loop. It goes, it's really ramping up, it's really ramping up, it's really ramping up, and you keep ramping up as you say it. But I do feel like it's ramping up. The free time is getting scarce.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Like,
no, I'm really enjoying it, to be honest, because like, I don't know, I still have time for all the things I want to do, but it's just like all these different facets and the different parts of like performing, writing, doing videos, doing interviews, touring, doing festivals, everything, like all the different facets just, occupy basically all of the time
all
now.
Of your time,
They're starting to, so I really can't wait to get the entire album ready in our rehearsals to play, because we've been dropping songs in over the last few months, but like,
of course,
kind of, I had a sense of when I want to put another one in, and I don't want the whole album to have been toured before. It's an anticipation for me too, and I want that live feeling of it happening at the in-store
of course
tour first of all, and then obviously the album tour in September, October. It's going to be a whole other production.
A whole other thing
there's
going on.
sound systems in those rooms.
I guess you don't want to as well, like you say, everyone would have heard all of the album if they've come live, and then you're like, and here's the album. Here's what you listen to.
Exactly. And we have so many other songs. We have albums worth of songs before the album of all other material. So it's kind of nice because we're still playing new territories all the time as well. So like, it's still nice to feel like, oh, how does Taking On Time feel when we play it in France? And actually, some people know it, and you're like, okay, great. Like it's there. There's still like, well, I still always find reasons to play old stuff, because I feel like you can refresh them, you can reinvent them, and they become relevant, like to what they sit alongside. So like curating a set is something we actually spend time on a lot. Like we love that. Like Julian is great with that as well.
Nice. It's been good. It's been good. And does it feel like, obviously with the album as well, was that something, like you say, kind of like as the set kind of like grows and as it gets bigger and everything like that, like does like the album feel like you kind of like, I guess you want to like encapsulate everything that you're about right now?
No, well now is the crucial word, because I'm not really into like grand statements or like I mean, I like the word manifesto, and I like what a manifesto is, and I feel like that can be a good word to explain it, but it's not all encompassing. It's that period of time exactly.
Yes.
Precisely, and like I think that's cool, because it's like why photography is great, or why like it's not why painting is great. It's the opposite of why painting is great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to feel like you got that then. That's cool. And maybe even a bit of something predictive, something that you might tap on that you'll then go into, or but definitely like, yeah, it's not. I mean, what I mean is like, there's room for whatever. I don't know what's next. You know, I like that mystery, and like, yeah, everything will be informed because of how this course goes and
how it goes.
I like to go with that in real time, and
yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, do you feel? I don't want to say like a pressure, but like as things kind of ramp up, do you kind of feel like, okay, it's all going on, or do you just feel like I am just loving this?
I feel comfortable and really happy and really challenged and energized. And I don't want to be at home doing nothing. Thank you. I'm.
I want to be out of the house.
Booked, and I want to be playing, and I want to be challenging myself and fighting, and just like give it to me. Like I'm quite I'm like full of rage.
Basically, I'm ready to go.
I need the outlet. Like
I need to just get out there and be at places.
No, I don't feel pressure because I can't even say why. But just. It doesn't have that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that kind of, it's not been set up like that. Like for me, I didn't like think I was going to do music from when I was 5 or anything. So it's like, it came from this soft, nurturing place of something I was doing for myself. With my bandmates, and as a pure pleasure, and then it stayed as that.
Yeah, it's kind of just like blossom.
And anything else is just a bonus, I guess, really.
I know. My parents are kind of like that too. They always had their own companies, and very different. Like it wasn't in the art world or music world or anything, but like, you know, there was never a feeling of like, what if? You don't have to think of what if. You have to go on the road and just do it. And are you good at it? And do you love it? And keep going and do it. I like that approach, that mentality, because, well, especially if you're sure yourself. I mean, I think no point in being like half, focus on it and think maybe it'll happen for me. No, maybe it won't. You know, you know if you're going to make it work. Like, and then you very much will, I think.
And it is working. And it's working. It's working. I can confirm on the poster, it's working.
On the poster.
It's working. It's working. That's what it
There's
is.
There's some propaganda floating around, I sense.
We're sending it. We've got posters going, we've got artwork going, we're doing stencils on the street. It's going to happen. It's going to be good. Nice. And I guess you're looking ahead, I guess, for the rest of the year as well. Like you say, that getting the album out is one thing, but then are you ready, kind of like thinking, right, where am I going next? What am I doing?
Because I think having the album done, I mean, I thought, okay, it's like having a child. I'm going to now have a parental leave and have a little holiday. There was no point in even trying that because I missed writing. So I had a break and stuff, but it's good to not start on another album straight away. What's good is to take a bit of a break, keep writing, and also branch out a bit. Like I've been writing other kinds of things, working on demos in different like sonic worlds, like going to the west of Ireland on my own, isolating and writing stuff like that, and writing some more poems and like even essays for different publications and stuff like that. I like and collaborating with people and stuff like that. I think but I never stopped writing, so I have an enormous amount of words to go through, unfortunately. Soon. It's fun, it's so fun. But the plan is obviously more music. Plus more.
Plus more.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I'm very curious, like it never ends there. Lately I've been thinking I want to interview people. Like I get like hungry for certain things, and it might not be that I want to do it like again or all the time, but it's like I don't know, when something like catches my attention, I want to bite, while it's hot and like do that and satisfy that need and see what that brings or changes on my course or like adds to my process. Like I find the interviews so interesting. I'm doing like a ton of interviews for the album, and I don't know, other musicians are like, oh, how is it? Like it's tiring, isn't it? I'm like, no, this is like sociology. This is so interesting. I love it.
You're like, please dig deeper, please.
It's just so great because like when you start to engage with the people interviewing you, you're just having a really like highly charged conversation that's like pressurized and it's like a pressure oven or a microwave conversation, getting a lot in a short space of time, and it's very stimulating and leaves a lot of questions as well. And
Yeah. And that's good.
get a lot
and it
from
kind
it
of like
too.
inspires, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
it gets you thinking as well, I guess. For what's
yeah.
over.
Stuff comes up that I don't ask myself. So I mean, that's
You're there like,
entirely
oh, yeah.
useful in its own way, isn't it?
Yeah. Amazing. Well, that's a very nice way to compliment us. So thank you very much. Sinead.
Hats
Really
off,
appreciate
guys.
it. Yeah.
Compliments to the chefs.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. We need a compliment
The
boost.
Do you
flattery
need
is
some more
appreciated.
compliments?
Day 3 of this festival.
yeah. Any sort of confidence boost.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
Have you had any compliments on the podcast or the interview so far from other people?
Yeah. Well, we've had some good stuff. Who's been nice to it? Alfie Templeman's.
Oh, I love Alfie's on Chest Club as well.
Yeah,
I think we mainly get compliments from people that are just the nicest people in the world, though.
Yeah.
Just like people that I'm like, you just genuinely love everything.
Yeah, it's lovely. We've had that Alfie. We've had what's the good reviews from?
I don't know.
God.
Courting.
I'm always interested because like it says a lot when someone has the time to then go like, that was an experience. It wasn't just that happened to me.
Yeah. Like,
know.
oh, that's done.
Yeah.
And then move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had some very nice stuff.
Yardo.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Had a great time.
They had a great time.
Apparently. Yeah, so he keeps telling me.
He keeps telling us.
So he keeps. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back in touch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, he's like, God, that podcast, that was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really great.
That's
Great.
so
Glad you
nice. It's
enjoyed
good
it.
to hear. Yeah, people are like, that's cool. Yeah.
It's like engaging the conversation,
Yeah.
and that's what we
No one's
do.
ever given us a chance to spend 2 minutes talking about how great we are, though, so you're the first there. I've already
So therefore, you go to number one.
Yeah.
And anyone
Wow,
can go
I'm
interviews.
charting.
Yeah. You're like, I'll take it. On the compliments of the podcast, we're now going to go to our game, which
I
is
love games.
another step, really, which is where the compliments come flying in. But it's the Great Escape. We're going to talk about we're going to play a game called Great Escape to the Country.
Yeah.
And we're going to name 2 locations, 2 situations. We want to know out of the 2.
Situations.
Yeah. Well,
Are you mad?
we'll see. We'll see what comes. We won't reveal anything yet.
God, I can
but-
feel a cliff coming on.
Yeah. And we're going to ask, where would you rather live out of the 2? So, Jake, do you want to start us off? You've got the list there.
Yeah, would you rather live in the sea or a really big lake?
It's so easy. Like, lakes are so scary because of the Loch Ness Monster, and
Of
the
course.
sea is my home where I came from.
So, that's a very.
I mean, there are sharks in the sea.
My number one fear are sharks, but that's me. I gravitate towards my fears, and I slay them.
The first person who said I choose the sea because it terrifies me.
Yeah.
Take it head on.
I do feel like a mermaid at night when I'm sleeping and I have no legs.
Oh, what, when you kind of like,
Or
you
I have
wrap
unified
up?
leg.
I don't know why I
Yeah,
physically lean
what's
back
going
on
on
this audio podcast. I'm sure everyone can
I
see
like
that.
the visual that you just did of the mermaid. Mine is different.
What, you mean you don't sleep like just sort of crouched? Like Amy?
No, I sleep in a huge cross shape.
just spread apart. Done. And then you wake up like, okay, now I'm ready to go.
I'll need the king size bed because I have to crucify myself.
Yeah. I mean, you have to.
I wouldn't mind a king size shell in the bottom of the ocean
Oh, that
with
is
a small
jump.
pearl for a pillow.
We can make this happen. We can make
No,
this
we
happen.
can't. We cannot make
We
this
can't. No, we can't. We try.
Empty
get a budget.
promises.
Yeah, empty promise. I mean, that's the story of this show, to be honest with you.
Great. It's like you knew the answer.
Yeah. It was ready to go. We were
Everybody
ready.
knows I love the sea.
Yeah. Sensational. Good choice. How about Mars or the Moon?
Oh, there's more options.
We're going.
Wow. The moon, because I would like to be a third person on the moon. Was that right?
Yeah.
What? How many people have been on the
I
moon?
think there's been a few.
I think there's been.
I
think we're close to like 20.
Yeah.
no. Let's go back to the beginning. I want to be the first woman on the moon.
There we go.
Was I?
I think.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I haven't know why are we.
I don't know why I'm looking at you.
There's no time frame for this. I'm going to go back in time and go on the moon.
Yes. Yeah. Just saw it. Well,
Been
you
there
could be
and
the first
done that.
person on Mars. No one's been to Mars yet.
Not interested.
Not interested.
Why not interested?
I don't buy that red sand.
More of a sort of
That
grey
white
sand
dust, though, on the
kind
other
of,
hand.
Yeah, I don't trust any of this. A strong choice. So we do a couple more.
The pier, as we're in Brighton, or a treehouse. Which
Oh
would
God,
you rather
the
live
pier
in?
would be awfully public, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'll be there the whole time.
And that's what, you knew that.
Yeah.
And I'd be there, I'd be there now just trying to get dressed and stuff.
Yeah. People would be like trying to play the machines.
Oh
and
God.
Stuff.
I love treehouse. I used to have a treehouse when I was a kid, and my golden retriever and me would sneak up, and then we'd do missions. So I'll pick the treehouse.
That's probably the best choice. Less
Yeah.
seagulls as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot less. Well, depends where the treehouse is.
That's true. I've been shat on twice this weekend.
Oh, Jesus.
No comment.
by seagulls, to clarify.
Not by anyone else.
That's not within my vocab.
Yeah. You're like,
No.
this is not happening. It's not happening. All right, well, last one for you. This is one bit about their one.
I love this song.
So these are human-sized, just to bear that in mind. A bowl of cereal or a bag of Doritos. You've got to live in one of them.
Whatever happened to vegetables?
Well, you can eat vegetables. You'd just be in a bowl of cereal or a bag of Doritos when you did it, I guess.
You know what? I hate to be in a bag of cereal because the sound is disgusting.
Yeah,
the crunch.
Every time you move, it
How
would
would I be singing inside a bag of cereal?
Yeah,
Guys.
you should be there like trying to like breathe in, but it'd just be
So
all
I'm
that.
gonna go with the Doritos, and I can clear them up pretty quick, and then start my life again.
like when people look around the house, like, well, once we clear all this out, it's a bit dated, but once we get rid of the crisps, this place will be great.
I'm wondering what will be left when their crisps are gone. But
Just silver foil, really. I guess.
Silver foil, always silver foil,
Yeah.
nothing less. With that image in mind.
oh yeah, sorry, it's the bag.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you furnished
Just
a
want to say,
bowl
it
or-
is that.
Yeah.
With that image in mind, Sinead, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
Sure.
Enjoy your set. It's
Yeah.
going to be great later.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait.
It's
And
gonna be
enjoy your return to Switzerland when it happens.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to be going back to London before I go to Switzerland, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do that. But if you are in Switzerland, by the sounds of it,
Stand up
Yeah.
and show your appreciation.
yeah. And go as nuts as they did last time, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, high
Sensational.
expectations now.
High expectations for Switzerland.
Yeah.
I'm going to play one of your songs. Obviously, you're not going to listen to it now. It's going to get added in later. It's the magic of it all. There are good times coming. It's a great song.
There are, yeah.
They are. Sinead, thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much. That was great.
I'm prepared, drawing an elevated state, the essence of a time and a place you once went, and who you were then. It is not the time for subtlety. Hear me roar, feel me breathe. It is the time to lay great big flowers at the foot and show your voice to me. Let me look upon your hair and know what you are.
And that's it.
That's it. Wow. The Great Escape. What a time. There it
What
was.
a time.
Some amazing chats there. People really, we got to the heart of a lot of matters.
I got shat on by 2 seagulls, and I nearly
2.
fell over in a smoky area because there was some uneven decking.
We know exactly where that decking is. Coalition.
Yes.
We
Not their
honestly,
fault, actually. Just
No,
a
not-
little step that I hadn't noticed.
it was Saturday night. It was long.
was.
Like everyone was very tired. You had a good time at Great Escape, Jake.
I had
You
a
good one?
great escape to the country.
It's brilliant,
time.
isn't it? Just loads of acts being down there.
Why are you saying
catching
that
everyone.
to me? Like you've taken me on a trip.
Yeah.
Like as
You've
you
had a
can
good
see,
time.
it's like I've gone for a test drive in a car.
You've had a good time, haven't you, Jake? You've had a wonderful time,
You've
haven't
had a
you?
good time too, haven't you, Jamie?
Yeah. Oh, I had a lovely one. Saw loads of great acts, loads of great people, bumped into loads of people. It was just wonderful. Wonderful time. Loads of new music picks. And yeah, looking ahead to the rest of the year now. So shout out The Great Escape. Shout out Brighton. Maybe not shout out Queen's Hotel. Don't go
No.
there, everyone. Don't look it up. Don't do
Shout
it.
out Joe from Joe and the Shit Boys for picking me up like a tiny baby at 1:30 in the morning on Saturday.
That was just what you needed.
With such ease as well.
Such ease.
Just scooped me
like
up.
Alarming ease.
Yeah,
Like,
he
it's
could have
in-
carried me around all night.
literally just grabbed you and was
And
like,
I'm
there we
6'1",
go.
so it's not often I get to feel like a tiny little baby, and it was enjoyable.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Thanks, Joe.
Just a little shout out there for Joe. But yes, great stuff. Again, go read the full reviews. They're online over at the website to check out loads of the acts that we saw. What was great. So go have a look at that. Great Escape Brighton. It's a pleasure.
As always.
We'll be back in a couple of weeks with a normal kind of show, talking about all the releases with a special guest who I can't say right now.
No, because we haven't booked them.
Don't say that.
So
But yes, we
if
haven't.
it's not Elton John, Jamie's been sacked.
Thanks to everyone we talked to in Brighton, and yeah, we'll catch you later. Do you
Thanks for
want any
listening.
predictions? Do we want to do that?
Predictions for the next Great Escape?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you think is going to happen?
I think they're going to pivot from being the festival for new music to being the festival for really old music.
By really old, what are we talking like?
Like, it will just be Rod Stewart playing 600 times.
Is he going to do the One More Time song?
Yes, he is.
Yes,
he is going
like
to
a
do
good
his
old
recent
country boy.
singles where the 70-something-year-old man talks about sex being immense.
Oof. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the Great Escape episode. We're talking about Rod Stewart shagging. Oh, God. Enjoy. We'll see you all in a couple of weeks.
Shout out the pier.